Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to December. The new moon will affect you most from 5 to 14 degrees and happens overlapping the 30th of November and the 1st of December. It happens at 9 degrees of Sagittarius, which is pretty significant since the 9th degree represents Sag and the 9th house, and is happening in your 10th house of career, fame, authority, father figures, government, legacy, status. The Sun and Mercury are still in the 10th, showing you in a favorable light, negotiating contracts for a new job, maybe letting go of an old one. You could be in the spotlight or gaining a new title. Saturn in your first is making a square to this moon, which is also opposed by Jupiter in the fourth. So there could be a little bit of stress or a need to find workarounds to the demands of your job, and home could be experiencing some stress or problem in the home is expanding and has to be addressed at the same time that your focus and attention is needed in that 10th house. Like you have to put in more work around the holidays and it's creating stress on your physical body or with family, with Saturn sitting here and squaring up to the 10th. It could have to do with issues with your eyes, headaches, bones, skin issues flaring up, or stress-related illness. And at the same time, home requires your attention, work is coming in more than ever, or your children are needing you. Jupiter in Gemini and Mercury in Sag are in mutual reception, talking to each other, like trying to figure out how to help each other or lend support. Like maybe instead of having to report in to work, you can talk to a boss about what's going on and ask to work from home for a few days that week until this energy passes. And this will alleviate some of the pressure going on at home or within yourself. It could be a move for work and there's difficulty at home and it's putting stress on you. Or your job requires holiday travel or traveling when your family needs you most. Mars is here trying to help in Leo in the 6th house, trining over to the new moon and sun. But Mars is also trining the north node of fate and Aries in that 2nd house. The help could be hiring someone part-time or hiring like a laundry service. God knows I need one. A marketer, a grocery runner to take that load off of that stress that you're feeling and ease the opportunity that you want to follow in that 10th house pathway. Mars in the 6th has you working hard on that day-to-day grind or health, or more motivated to do so, as well as at the same time to increase your bank balance and heal a codependency or self-worth issue that might be happening in that 2nd house. There's a kind of like a fire trine between the north node, even though the north node's a point in the 2nd house, the sun, moon in the 10th, and Mars in the 6th. These are work, money, and career status visibility houses. So watch out for overwork, as Mars in the 6th can have you moving too fast or doing too much or facing burnout. But Mars is also making you get into your fittest shape, strongest health, and pushing you to initiate and accomplish health and employment goals and maybe overcome competition. As in, this not only helps improve your bank balance, but also your esteem. And it also helps you conquer a bad health habit that could have kept you stuck and possibly change the work that you're doing. It also may be work where you use your voice. On December 6th, Mars will officially start retrograding in Leo in that 6th house that we just talked about. Mars retrogrades at 6 degrees, affecting you most from 1 to 11 degrees, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And we have that Pluto Aquarius opposition in place that I talked about for November's forecast. That opposition will be on and off until April. You can go back and listen to the time-stamped November astrology forecast for the opposition. I'll link it down below. What I like for you is the Pluto-Venus conjunction, which is a whole new energy now that Pluto will come to stay in Aquarius for the next 20 years. This conjunction last happened in 1778. It's huge. It happened on the 7th and is felt through the 13th. And it's happening in your 12th house of past lives, spirituality, charity, divine artistic projects. It's the house that you rule. 12th house covers rest and seclusion, hidden enemies, foreign money, foreign shores. Large animals like whales fall here, prisons, oceans, ashrams, addictions. It's where we process and heal our subconscious patterning as well and dive deep into therapy. If we need it, it's a moksha birthing house before the soul emerges into the 1st house of physical form. It's also a house where we can heal. And did I mention past lives? Yes, I think so. Pluto will spend a long time here, changing you at a fundamental core level, helping you purge old versions of yourself and be more connected to the divine within. This conjunction is in a positive flow with Neptune in your 1st house. Neptune rules you, and Uranus in your 3rd. There could be, let's see what else could be playing out here. Surprising, passionate romance. It would not be your run-of-the-mill. that transforms you. An admirer can come out of the shadows who is observing you from afar. It sounds a little spooky, but they may contact you via like the internet or social media, or you can meet in your local coffee shop or at a social party or event. Always be careful with Venus or Pluto. Venus and Pluto combined together can have a flavor of danger or obsessive love, so watch out for that. But it can be a money opportunity from foreign shores. It shows up in a surprising message, email, phone call, Facebook, etc. because of Uranus being involved. It can be a creative writing project or creative project in general, music, that you're working on now that is getting smooth divine downloads that can come from dreams, that can have you creating a speaking, writing, music project, film project that can help transform people, especially women somehow. Or if it's not something like that, it could be a small business that you can find foreign investors, or your work is becoming popular in foreign lands. Like let's say you wrote a book in the United States or ebook, but it's selling more and maybe suddenly in like Turkey or Spain, for example. Maybe you created something you make with your hands, luxury goods, because we're talking about third house. Third house rules our hands, handcrafts, pottery or earthy products for women, like organic candles, beauty products, because your third house, is where Uranus is and Taurus, and a foreign investor wants to collaborate or buy you out, or your product takes off. And this can yield a powerful financial result for you as well with Venus in the 12th, as Venus represents money and the 12th can represent foreign money. And combined with Pluto, it can be a life-changing amount of money. You could be creating a business that helps people in your community by providing resources. Taurus in the 3rd would be about tangible goods that support us, like quotes for children in need or a food program for children, but quality food for families in need. This isn't going to be junk or garbage with Taurus being here, right? Maybe this doesn't happen right away, but the signature is there starting now to unfold, and the results will start to show when Venus returns to Aquarius over the years, making hits to Pluto, touching this aspect again. This conjunction affects you most if you're 0 to 5 degrees Pisces, or if you have Aquarius placement 0 to 5 degrees. But all will experience this over the years as Pluto is here to stay for the long haul. On December 15th, the full moon in Gemini at 23 degrees affects Pisces sun, moon, or rising most from 18 to 28 degrees, or if you have that degree range for Gemini or Sagittarius somewhere in your chart, and is falling in your 4th house of home, family, ancestral roots and conditioning, motherhood, property, and land. This moon is conjunct Jupiter loosely, and Jupiter is being trined by Venus from your 1st house. Yet there's a pesky square from Saturn in your 1st as well, but this isn't an unfamiliar energy. You've already experienced this. There could be a culmination around a family matter, a healing of family wounds or ancestral patterning that doesn't serve you or your family, and it's healed now at the time of the full moon, especially since Venus is trining over from that 12th house of past lives and subconscious patterning. There could be a home renovation complete as Jupiter in the 4th has been wanting to expand your home, either physically or with new additions, or maybe there is a new actual family addition at this time. Or there could be emotional expansion and healing now. If you have a home-based business, money could be looking good and maybe coming in from foreign shores like PayPal, Stripe, etc. With the square, maybe the change within the home comes with a bit of growing pain, like there's a realization of how much home relationships are affecting your health and your job and your work at this time, and you need to lovingly set boundaries, Pisces. But with Saturn in your 1st, he's going to help you do that, and I'm sure you've already started to do that since March of 2023, or, Saturn will help you also gain sovereignty in your home if someone usually else acts as the authority figure in that home. There could be a struggle between your own personal growth and how you're changing versus the needs and demands of a partner and of your family members. And it can be a time to realistically reevaluate home-related goals and careers as well, as the 10th house is opposed by this aspect. But overall, I think Venus trine Jupiter leaves this moon with a beneficial aspect, and maybe even something like you find out someone with a lot of resources wants to purchase your property coming in from the 12th. You wouldn't have seen them coming. Maybe a foreigner or investor, and there's like a local place that they're connected to that, was kind of eyeing up your home. Or time spent with loved ones is bringing you more optimism and good luck. And this covers a span of days, say from the 15th to the 25th, right through festivities and the holiday. Because this is happening in the hidden houses, the 12th and the 4th, maybe your family goes away this year for foreign travel or Christmas or holiday, or your loved ones, and you are just really enjoying like a low-key holiday this season. And it's just a really great way to use that energy, and it's a very healing and lucky time. So I do love the span of days, the 15th through the 25th, in spite of that Saturn square. I'm Saturn ruled though, so I look at Saturn as like, no problem. So Saturn is not meant to punish. I know a lot of people get afraid when they hear Saturn this and Saturn that, and Saturn's here to teach. It's the great teacher. He's here to help us grow and learn and work through obstacles, and there's usually gold in that, On the 30th, the new moon, and Pisces, because you have Saturn in your sign now. New moon in Capricorn happens at 9 degrees in the 11th house where the sun is, and this is sextiling you. Yay! This could be new beginnings unfolding now and over the next 6 months, around luck with large groups, networks, internet, and internet-based business, social outings, humanitarian organizations, technology, science investments, friends, lottery wins, windfalls. The 11th house is also a fame house as well. This new beginning here can cover all of those above areas, and receiving a sextile of support from Saturn, who rules this house, lending this new beginning extra strength and stability from your first. So these would be changes initiated by you. A new network may present itself, and you join a new group of people, maybe an effort to help those in need. Social causes that maybe you begin. An old group of friends or network can be released, but with ease, as you have grown into new areas. You could be setting a long-term but achievable goal or dream to accomplish, and help may come from these groups, or it has to do with an internet project. You may be more socially involved and visible over the next 6 months, or showing a result or even tangible financial gains on some dream or goal that you're working on now by the time of the full moon in July. This moon is only receiving positive support, which I love, and is a great way to end the year and begin a new one. Also, this is sextiling your sun, moon, or ascendant, and if I didn't say that, feeling it the most from 5 to 14 degrees. Take care, Pisces, and we'll see you in January.